What if Goku was born with Yamoshi's potential? How would this impact Dragon Ball Z Part 1?
I will not let you destroy my world! You see this? This is Goku Z23!
If you're not a subscriber, what are you waiting for? Subscribe now and make sure you click that bell so you'll be the first to know about any new Dragon Ball Z discussion what if I make.
Hey everyone, it's me, Goku! Welcome back to this week's episode of Dragon Ball Z Discussion, where Goku G23 does his bi-daily what-ifs on Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Super.
What is going on, everybody? Today's discussion is, as you can read from the title, what if Goku was born with Yamoshi's potential? I'm actually really excited to do this, and I'm excited to explain how this will impact Dragon Ball Z, and more importantly, how will this impact Goku's life? Now, there isn't really much we know about Yamoshi. What we know about Yamoshi is that he is the first Super Saiyan, and that he is also the first Super Saiyan God. When they're talking about the theory how a group of Saiyan used the Super Saiyan God to transform into a Super Saiyan God to take on that evil force, that Saiyan was Yamoshi. So we know he's the first Super Saiyan God to ever experience what it's like to have God Ki and all, but we don't know much about him. We don't even know how he looks, so we're going to use like a fake graphic of Yamoshi of character, how we think he might end up looking like, but nothing's confirmed. But yes, one thing we do know is Yamoshi is one high potential Saiyan, the first Saiyan to go Super Saiyan, and then the first Saiyan to even go and have power and get the God Ki power, aka Super Saiyan God. When I sat down to write my list, I was actually pretty excited about this, and I could see a lot of turns of what's going to happen, but at the same time, in the beginning, there's going to be a lot of stuff where Goku is going to be remaining the same as a canon, as you'll find out what's exactly going to happen if he was born with Yamoshi's potential. So my Z fans, what are we waiting for? Let's get right to the discussion. What if Goku was born with Yamoshi's potential? Part 1. Back 1,000 years ago, right after when Yamoshi the Saiyan, who managed to get God Ki and transform into a Super Saiyan God, he managed to take out the threat that came in his way, but in doing so, the threat managed to go and give him a decisive blow, which now the time has stopped running for him. Yamoshi has surprisingly ended up on a random planet, and this planet was known as Planet Cerulean. Once when he landed there, he saw a lot of Cerulean, but he was badly hurt, as he was hardly able to move, and from there, Yamoshi managed to go and summon up whatever strength he needed, as he saw that one green Namekian was being attacked by some civilians, and that he was a very innocent Namekian, and for some reason, he didn't know why, Yamoshi felt the need that he has to go and help him out, as he went to stop them from doing so, and he managed to use whatever strength he had to kill those people that were attacking this Namekian. He was the same Namekian that managed to go and make his own Dragon Ball and name it Tarambo, and he is also the same Namekian that helped out Granola in the current arc of Dragon Ball Super. Yamoshi then saw the Namekian, as he was surprised to see that a Saiyan has saved his life nevertheless, but he saw that Yamoshi was dying. Yamoshi was upset and said, "Damn, if only I wish I could pass down my potential. It would have been great. I was born as a very lucky Saiyan, and I don't want this power to be ended. I need to make sure our Saiyan brother lives on." "Well, if you want, I could make that happen." How so?" "Well, I have two choices. Either I could use something called the Dragon Ball, which I made. It grants only one wish, but unfortunately I'm not strong enough to make you be alive again or heal your wounds. But I could wish for your potential to be transferred." "Darn. So you can't wish for me to not die, huh? Well then, okay. I wish for my potential to be passed down to a worthy Saiyan." "Very well then, leave it to me." As he went and summoned Tarambo, and from there Tarambo made that wish, as Yamoshi could feel his life coming out of his body, and he died right there. But from there Tarambo managed to go take his potential, and he will pass it down to a worthy Saiyan. On year 737, the year Goku was born on planet Vegeta. Planet Vegeta has sent a Saiyan away due to the fact that his power was too high, and it was matching Prince Vegeta's power, and that Saiyan was no one other than Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan. but Kakarot on the other hand was born, and his power level was at only 5. Everybody was laughing at Kakarot's power level since it was so weak, and they couldn't believe how weak of a Saiyan he is, and that Bardock was a laughing stock on the planet. Meanwhile, Bardock has now returned right back from his mission, but he has sensed that something bad is going to happen, as he could see that Frieza's man was there, surrounding the planet. Kakarot on the other hand was in his capsule, as the nursing capsule began to glow, and that is when Yamoshi's potential has arrived, and it chose to be inside Kakarot's body, as Kakarot was a vessel to inherit that power, and from there, the power went inside him, as Kakarot managed to go and break the nursing capsule, and from there he began to crawl around, and wonder what the hell just happened. Guinea saw that as she quickly ran to pick him up, and she had no idea what that was. All she saw was a very bright light come and enter Goku's capsule, allowing him to absorb it, and he broke his capsule. From there, Bardock came as he saw that Guinea was holding on to Kakarot, and from there he decided to go and tell Guinea to let's move on because Frieza's here and his plan is to destroy the entire planet. He could sense it. With that, Frieza, instead of surrounding outside the planet, he decided to enter planet Vegeta. As he has arrived, and he begun to order the Saiyans to bow right before him, and from there, King Vegeta was asking what he's doing, and because Frieza didn't like his attitude, he killed him right there. Everyone saw their king has died, as Bardock saw that too, and from there, Guinea was holding on to Kakarot, while Bardock looked towards Frieza and said, "Hey, you bastard! Get out of our planet!"
And who the hell you think you are telling me to do that? I'm gonna make sure I destroy your planet here and now.
Oh, over my dead body! With that, Bardock went and charged right towards Frieza, as he tried to attack him, but Frieza went and decked him right in his face, getting Bardock to fall right towards the ground. From there, Guinea was upset seeing that, as Frieza saw that Guinea was Bardock's wife, so he went and aimed a death beam right towards her. Before the death beam could come towards her, Goku saw that, as he didn't want his mother to get hurt, and from there, Goku's hair turned red for a split second, as he had no idea what he's using, but from there when Goku went and he used his newfound power, and he threw an attack right towards Frieza, getting hit head on by a Super Saiyan God power nevertheless, and from there Frieza passed out for a few minutes. Bardock was completely speechless along with everybody else, but they saw Goku instantly passed out since he was not very familiar with that power. Bardock saw that this was his cue, so he decided quickly to go and take Goku and send him away in a space pod before Frieza awakens, and if there's anyone that can stop Frieza, it is going to be him later on in the future. When Goku went and transformed to a Super Saiyan God at a Destroyer's world, Beerus was sitting down enjoying his time until he sensed something weird and said, "Huh? Whis?" "Yeah, my lord. I sensed that too for a split second." "It cannot be. How is some mortal having the power of a god?" "It came from planet Vegeta." "Well then, take me there, Whis. I gotta find out what's going on. I thought I told that bastard Frieza to destroy the planet." With that, Whis and Beerus started to make their way towards planet Vegeta, while Bardock set a course for planet Earth, and he sent Goku away. Frieza woken up as he got really angry seeing that someone heard him and said, "Where's that Saiyan? I'm gonna kill him!" "You have to kill this!" As Bardock threw a blast right towards Frieza, but Frieza dispersed it as he went and he powered up an enormous blast and he aimed it right towards the planet. Bardock and the rest of the Saiyan has died by that blast, but not just those Saiyans, the entire planet blew up from the impact of Frieza's blast. Once when the entire planet blew up, Frieza convinced himself that the Saiyan who attacked him was on the planet and he died, but from there Zarbon gave him the bad news and told him that moments before he powered up his attack, a space pod has seen left planet Vegeta and was making its way towards the north. Frieza got the news that maybe that could be the Saiyan that attacked him, or maybe not, he'll never know. But nevertheless, he doesn't want that Saiyan to exist, so he decided to go and try to find out where it went, as he began to make his way towards north, but there was no trace of Goku, while Goku on the other hand was being sent towards planet Earth. Once when Frieza left, Beerus and Whis has arrived, as they saw that the planet was nothing but rubbles, and from there they began to be confused on what that power was and why they sensed God Ki, and that Beerus saw that Frieza managed to go and do his work, as he decided to Hakai Frieza. Once when he wakes up from his slumber, he was getting tired, so he told Whis to take him back so he could go back to sleep. Goku on the other hand has now arrived towards planet Earth. Now when it comes to Goku, now that he has inherited Yamoshi's potential, nothing would change inside this part when it comes to the original Dragon Ball. Everything will play out the exactly way it did. Goku arrives on close to Grandpa Gohan's place. Grandpa Gohan finds him. He decides to raise him and name him Goku. And then from there, he decides to try to hold on to Goku and try to help him, but Goku was too hard to handle until Goku lost his shit and fell in the ravine, bumped his head, and became a pure-hearted boy. But the only difference here is that because he has Yamoshi's potential, each time Goku trains, he'll be able to slowly unleash that potential and even get stronger each time. Since Yamoshi had the power that every time he trains, he would get much stronger, and that the more he fights, the stronger he gets during his battle. Goku also has that potential, but he doesn't know. And the biggest potential that he does not know yet is the power he has used to stop Frieza, the Super Saiyan God power. With that, Goku continued to live his life just like in the canon. He met with Master Roshi, went and entered the World Martial Arts tournaments and all that. He met with Krillin, he lost the tournament, and then he goes and fights King Piccolo. Everything was the same, nothing changes here. Until we get to Dragon Ball Z, when Goku agrees to marry Chi-Chi. He decides to go and marry her and all that, and then from there they had a child, and that child name was Gohan. Now when it comes to Gohan, Gohan did have a high potential because he is the first hybrid Saiyan, but another thing here is that he's not just ordinary hybrid Saiyan, he is a hybrid from Goku who has Yamoshi's potential. Therefore Gohan has inherited just some % of Yamoshi's potential too, allowing him to have a higher potential than he did in the canon. As everyone was now at Bulma's place celebrating their long last ever to not see each other type of party, and then from there, the one thing different here compared to canon was that Goku made Piccolo his friend after beating him inside the World Martial Arts Tournament. He wanted a sparring partner, and he wanted the Z Fighters to be as strong as him, so he made sure Tien, Yamcha, Chatsu, Krillin, they all kept up with their training so that they're able to help when it comes to fighting any foe that comes to attack Earth. So everything was the same except for that, until they all were enjoying their time at Bulma's place, but from there they sensed a space pod has arrived to planet Earth, and once when that space pod arrived, it was no one other than Goku's brother Raditz, as he began to use a scouter to search for where Goku is, while Goku was able to pick up the power level instantly, and then from there Piccolo looked towards him and said, "What you gonna do now?" Well, you guys can sense that, can you not? That power is huge! Yeah, I don't like the feeling of this. Well, it is pretty big, it is stronger than you guys, but nothing we can handle. All together working, we could easily take it down. Let's go! As Goku and everyone else decide to go and make their way towards Raditz. To find out what happens next, my Z fans, you have to click the bell so you'll be the first to know when the next episode comes out, as we have Goku and the Z Fighters making their way to see what Raditz wants and who he is, and they're gonna find out that he is Goku's brother. If you haven't clicked that link in the description below to join my Discord server, what are you guys waiting for? Click it now so you have a chance to talk and RP in a great server with me and the rest of my T23 crews. And please subscribe to my boy Vegeta T23, help him get up to 10,000 subscriber, and also click the link where it has my gaming channel and give it a subscribe too. And check out some nice awesome gaming features inside that channel.
Please everyone, subscribe to Goku T23. Trust me, you won't regret it. And if you haven't already, please click the bell. That way you will be notified when the next video comes out. Trust me, click the bell. It's worth your time. And if you feel like this channel isn't for you in the future, you can always unsubscribe.